Hello guys, how is everybody doing today? Great to see all of you here today. All right, let's get into our lecture today. Wonderful to see all of you here today. So, there's questions. I get a lot of questions, right? And many questions I read, and I notice a lot of questions are about manifesting my life. Mark, how I've been studying the law of attraction, consciousness, manifestation. I've went to hundreds of seminars. I've invested tens of thousands of dollars. I've been doing this for 17 years. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've been doing this for 1 year, whatever it is. But I've been doing this a while and I'm not seeing the results I want. I know all the theories, I know the information about it, but I am still not doing it. Can you help me, Mark? Yes, I'm going to help you right now so that you could see what's happening, how to deal with all of this stuff. That if you want, but first I'm here to tell you that it's more than possible, it's more than probable, it's a fact that you can live the life you want to live. You can make the income you want to make. You can get the relationship you want to get. You can get the business, the success. It is more than possible for you to do this. A matter of fact, you are supposed to do it. It's written in the universe. It's actually written and coded in your deonucleic acid, DNA. Okay? It's written in your DNA for you to do this. So here is the problem. And I'm going to offer you the solution right now. You see, the problem with why you don't get what you want is you are misunderstanding how to get what you want. In other words, you are misunderstanding how reality works. And the first biggest misunderstanding is how your own mind operates. Now here is the problem. Here's the thing. Here the birds are agreeing with me. They're singing and say, yeah, Mark, you're right. Right on cue. Now here is the issue, guys. You see, the biggest obstacle in your way, I'm going to tell you the biggest obstacle in your way right now. Let me turn my thing off here. Sorry. All right. The biggest obstacle in your way is fear, is worry, it's doubt. Now, those three emotions, or those three thoughts, or whatever you want to call them, those three perceptions, what they do, I have to find the most simplest way for you to understand this, because this I'm going to have to go into how your mind works so you can get this. All right, here's what you need to know. Okay, the fear that you have right now about your success, the worry that you have about something to happen, the doubt you have, you must understand and you must accept this. You don't even question this. Just accept what I'm telling you. Your fear, your doubt, and worry, they are not real. They're not gonna happen. They're not you. Can you do that? If you can do that, I can help you on your way. Okay? Now let me show you how your mind works so you can get this. Point blank. Fear, doubt, or worry are survival mechanisms that your conscious mind concoct to keep you safe. It's working on old program. It's working on evolution. It's not working on where we're at right now. It's working on your pre-human development. It's locked into your brain. It's working on survival. in the jungle, in the Serengeti, in the desert, in the cold, before technology came about. It's your primal instinct. It's never going to leave you. It's going to be there. Okay, it's just stuck there. You have to understand that just because it's stuck there, it still has no implement on your life. So you have a misunderstanding. So the fear will cripple you, the worry will debilitate you, and the doubt will make you less confident. Those are the 3 ingredients for failure. Correct? How many of you are talented and gifted, yet you don't go take the chance, you don't go take the risk, because your own mind is telling you you're just not worthy, you're just not good, it can't happen. And then you believe it. Now here's what fact you have to know about your mind, people, so you can go ahead and take the next step. Here's what you do. You must ignore your conscious mind. Whenever it's telling you things you cannot, shouldn't, couldn't do, it is a liar. It is a liar. Why is it a liar? Because number one, your conscious mind isn't you. It's a program that picks up. You pick it up to help you navigate your 3-dimensional world. So the biggest technique, or the biggest exercise, whatever you want to call it, every human being, all of you must really get good at this, guys. You must become a fluent visualizer of your goals. Just like when you were young, you practice reading languages, you must practice visualizing. That is the secret to changing your life. You must start to practice seeing the goals in your own consciousness being achieved in the end. That is the power all of you have. That is the power you can exercise right now in this moment. Visualizing is so powerful. And the reason it's so powerful is because that's the only thing going on. Whatever is going on in your mind is a reflection of what's going on in the real world. So if this makes any sense to you, what I'm saying to you is that the real world you're seeing right now is a concoction of the imagination, the images and the thoughts you've been expressing over the number of years, and they have manifested into the life, the situation that you are living right now. I'm literally saying that to you. So you have to get really good at visualizing. So start to practice visualizing. Science of visualizing. I will help you right now. The first step to visualizing anything in your life, you have to, let me tell you about visualizing. Visualizing won me the lottery. Okay? Visualizing got me a lot of the stuff I want in my life. Visualizing got me predominant. Anything I want, I get into it and I visualize it. It will work the same way for you. So let me teach you the basics of visualizing, and then you must practice it. Visualizing gets better with practice. The majority of people can visualize. 90% of all the world's population you can't visualize. 10% you have issues where we have aphantasia, where you can't see images. You can still visualize in another way. You can visualize through writing it down, feeling it, scripting. That's still visualizing. Okay, you can also visualize by physically looking at pictures. So everyone can do it. There is no excuse right now for you not to do this. And let me show you the power of visualizing and how it works. I will explain to you how your brain processes information and how things come into your reality as experiences. All right, here's the first thing about visualizing. Visualizing is more effective at certain times. So it means now, not all the time you visualize you're going to get the best results. You have to visualize at a certain time. The best time that visualizing works. Man, I gotta put this phone on silent. It's vibrating too much. You notice the best time to visualize is an hour before bed, while you're in bed getting ready to go to sleep. That's the best time to visualize. Visualizing during the daytime is effective but not as effective as in the nighttime. And it's simply this. In the daytime, your brain is on autopilot. It's called the beta state. You're in a cognitive, analytical, structural, thinking, rationalizing world. Your brain is in intelligent mode. Your subconscious is in the background, running programs, actions, and habits. It's not taking any information right now. It's only running information. Okay? When you go to bed and you lay your head down, your brain oscillates from different wave patterns or frequencies. Now your brain goes into a alpha state first. That's where you relax, meditate. Then it slips into a theta state. That's where the subconscious is open and the information you visualize is absorbed into the mind, and the mind now will accept it as a physical reality. Something you must know about your brain and how the world works. Your brain and your mind can never ever tell the difference between what is real or what is imagined. They are one in the same in the mind. That's the first step you must know about visualizing. The next thing you must know about visualizing is how you do it. So now you know when to do it. Now it's going to show you how you do it. Okay? Visualizing is only effective in one way. The end way. The reason why visualizing works in the end way, anytime you visualize, you are passing information consciously to subconscious world. Subconscious world works a whole lot different than conscious world. Subconscious world is an infinite world, knows all the possibilities, all the avenues. It knows the exact path to get you whatever it is you want. Conscious world does not know that. Conscious world only knows a few roadmaps. Subconscious world knows all the exits, all the back roads, all the shortcuts, all the easiest roads that you will never ever be able to consciously derive or put into practice. Got that? Okay, so how do you visualize correctly? The following way. Give you an example. I get a lot of questions about this. So I'm going to use one visualizing your special person. Okay, let's use that one because I've been asking me that question. My SP. Mark, how do I visualize my SP? Here's it. I'm just giving an example of visualizing. The power of visualization. Now, when it comes to visualizing human beings and material things, two different approaches you have to take. So this is what you're learning again. So all visualizations are not the same. For example, whenever you're visualizing money, or what we call inanimate objects, fix my phone here though so I can get some. Whenever you are visualizing money, what we call inanimate objects, these objects have no higher level of consciousness. Whenever you're visualizing things like that, you do it a certain way. I'm going to show you how to do it a certain way. And whenever you're visualizing human beings, people, health, if you want people to change, people to come into your life, if you want a boyfriend or girlfriend, if you want someone to give you a raise or whatever, those are called animate objects. Those have higher consciousness. That means these beings or these individuals or these whatever you want to call them, people, they have the ability to reject and accept information. Okay, money and inanimate objects do not have the ability to reject. They only have the ability to accept. Okay, you understand me? So here's examples of visualizing. Let's go with a human being first. So if you want to visualize your special person or a mate, okay, you do it like this. You see the individual that you want or desire with or around you doing normal things, not fantasy things. Normal things that people do every day. Example, you together at the grocery store buying food. That's a normal thing. That's okay, visualize that. Next one, you visualize the person that you desire into you more than you're into them. Why is that, Mark? Because here's how it works. The more you're into something or human beings, the more it rejects you. You're sending a desperate energy out, and human beings can pick that energy up through their collective subconscious. So if you want someone to love you, or to someone to have you as your boyfriend or girlfriend, you visualize them more into you. What does them more into you look like? That's up to you. You should be able to figure that out. You should know what someone, if you want someone to be more into you, visualize what it looks like to you. Maybe they're giving you roses. Maybe they're more affectionate to you. Maybe they're the ones that are touching you and loving you more. Maybe they're the ones that are just, you're just there, and you, that's up to you. That's how you do that. That's what you will get as that. Notice, normal person, that's the end results, okay? Visualizing inanimate objects. Money, lottery. Someone to write their SATs on this. Sports, winning your championship, basketball, football, whatever game it is, anything you want to visualize, your company making money, all inanimate objects, you do it the following way. Now you go to the end results. If you're visualizing your SATs, you're passing your exam, you're passing the whatever for the job, whatever, you visualize you're sitting in the room and you're looking at your results, and your results say 768, blah blah blah. It says A, it says B plus, it says congratulations, you've passed. That's it. Then you move to another scene where you're exiting the building, and now you're going to fulfill what you have just passed. That's normality. Visualizing the sports thing. Visualizing, I'm looking up the scoreboard, my team won. Visualizing your personal goal. Looking at the stats, I have 15 points. What team you're playing for? Here's my jersey. I'm sitting in the locker room. I'm drinking the water bottle, the Gatorade. I'm doing normal stuff. That's how visualization works. Anybody tells you anything else, BS. The reason why it's BS, if you read my books and if you follow me, you know what I did, and you know how I did it. I'm here to show you what I've done, and what I've done has worked. I'm not here to talk about something I have no idea or I've never done, or a conjecture that I heard or I read about it. This is something I've actually done, and if it works for me, it must work for everyone. Point blank. Questions, concerns, disagreements, feel free to comment below. All right, now let's go into the science of this. Remember again, if you're coming on this live, I am showing you, and I'm teaching you, and I'm telling you the most powerful way to get whatever it is you want in your life. Visualization. Visualizing. I repeat it again. I won the lottery, visualizing. All the lotteries I've won, visualize them. Everything I got in my life, visualize it. Guess what? If I have to put a number on it, I am 10-0. Haven't lost the game yet in visualization. I am 10-0. I'm 99%. 99% of what I visualized actually came into physical reality. As I began visualizing, I started to learn more about the science and the correct way to visualize. When I started visualizing, I was doing it the wrong way. I was doing it the way I watched on the TV and the way they showed it. It was incorrect. So over trial and error, and over the study of the mind and quantum physics, I figured out the correct way to visualize. And the correct way to visualize won me the lottery. Anything you want in your life, just like you learn to read, you must learn to be a proficient visualizer. I am telling you, teaching you stuff that will change your life, and it's easy to do. Now, let's talk about the science of why this works. Well, here's the breaking news to let you know. There is no exterior world. There is only an interior perception. I've given examples in this live, so hopefully I saved this video and you can go back and watch it. I've given examples of how to visualize correctly. It's in this live. Go back and watch it. I'll replay it again. Alright. Now, the science says, this is the science of it now. An atom, an electron, has no physical properties or mass. You and I, atoms and electrons. In other world, our reality is a figment of our imagination. We hallucinate reality through our consciousness and our mental aptitude of the way we see the world. The way we see the world comes from a belief. A belief is a continuous thought or visualization over and over, which impresses the unconscious mind. The unconscious mind forms a picture, and that is what you call a map of reality. That map of reality sends up to this part of the conscious mind. The conscious mind takes that map of reality, shoots it out of your eyes, photons of light, which your brain interprets, and you see the physical world. So, everything that you see outside is created inside. So if I visualize nightly and I repeat it, I am impressing the unconscious mind. When I impress the unconscious mind, it absorbs it as new map of reality. That new map of reality will then get portrayed as my new physical experience. And it happens so fast. There's no warning. There's no way you're going to know. There's no magical thing that, okay, I'm going to manifest, this is going to happen this way. It just pops in. It just starts to happen. It starts to occur incrementally. And then one day, you know it, it comes down as fast as you can see it. Okay? I will just do a summary again because many of you are on here and the question is how to visualize correctly. I'll run through it again real fast. Alright. It's not, when you visualize, there's only certain times to visualize correctly. Nighttime is the best time. Your brain is in theta state, accept information more. Okay? How to visualize, important. Visualizing people and things, two different things. When you're visualizing people, they're animate object. You visualize people. If you want a girlfriend or boyfriend, you visualize them, that person, desiring more than you desiring them. You put yourself in normal daily routines, normal stuff. Supermarket, shopping, da-da-da. You visualizing money, house, car. You see those things in the end results. I'm in my car already driving it. Got it. Money, it's already in my account. I look at my account. There's the money in there. Okay? I leave a scene. Scenes till next scene. When you're visualizing, it's also important to put things in scenes. And you leave a scene for a scene. You don't visualize in an order. You don't visualize from the beginning or the middle or to the end. We're not making a movie here. We're just going to the end of the movie. So visualizing is about the end goal. What is it that you want? See it in the end. Never see how it's going to come in, when it's going to come. See it happening in your experience. Boop. Transport yourself from the beginning and put yourself in the end. Now, when you visualize something, here's the magic that happens. You will start to feel something. Feeling is the secret. A lot of teachers talk about that. Well, that's what happens. Anytime you visualize something, your brain will automatically attach a feeling. You don't have to initiate any feeling. Let it flow naturally. So the rule that many people make, and the mistake many people make when they're visualizing, they go and they try to put a feeling first. They try to force feed their manifestation. They try to conjure up the feeling. Ain't going to work. Your mind is going to resist. Your mind, let me tell you something about your mind. Your mind is not stupid. Your mind is very intelligent. It's very smart. It knows when you are forcing, and it knows when you are authentic. When you are authentic and when you go with the flow, you will get the results you want. When you are forcing it, your mind is going to resist you. because your mind, when you force something or you do this, you put your mind in protection mode. Your mind now believes there is a physical threat outside, so it tenses up, it stresses you up, and you meet resistance. You have to keep your mind in a state of normality to let the mind know that everything is okay and I'm going to get what I want to get. I don't know how. I don't care how, but it must come in. What you force flees, correct? All right? So you implement this and you do this every night. Every night. You must do this so it can get impressed. It won't get impressed if you do it every other night, if you do it 2 nights a week, if you skip one night and you do it next week. It's not going to work that way. You have to be consistent in what you want. Whenever you imagine, you will get a feeling. The feeling can be subtle, the feeling can be unsubtle, it can be high, it can be low, but you will get a feeling. Whatever feeling you get, accept the feeling. That's your body's natural way of saying, this is what resonates with us. Do not try to conjure up a feeling that's not natural or normal for you. You're just going to be out of alignment. Okay? If you're constantly visualizing, how do you let it go? You let it go by not needing it, by not attaching to the outcome of it. When you visualize something, your main goal is you're doing it because it is fun and it makes you feel good. Repeat it. It is fun and it makes me feel good. It makes me inspired. It makes me open my mind to possibilities. That's the mindset you should have when you visualize anything. You should never have this mindset of, I'm visualizing this because I need this to happen. I'm waiting for this to happen. I'm hoping for this to happen. Then your visualization is not going to work. The minute you do that, you're going to interject your conscious mind into it. Now your subconscious mind is on pause. Because now you're telling your conscious mind, come in here, help me figure this out. We need to get this. Your conscious mind always wants to help, to need, to get, to whatever. You're messed up. You don't need to do that. You visualize because it's fun. It opens new possibilities. Okay? It's normal. You will automatically let go, and you'll be able to let in whatever it is that you want in your life. There you have it. That's the biggest thing. So many of you ask me the question, Mark, how do I get my life the way I want? There it is. And let me show you something before I go. I'm gonna show you something. Life is supposed to be fun. Let me show you something. If this wasn't true, okay? Let's say this. Let's say if this wasn't true, you could never have the ability to see images in your head or see thoughts or process information if it wasn't true. The next thing, I want you to think about this. Every single thing that you see inanimate, man-made stuff in your world, I want you to go outside right now. I want you to look at every single thing you see that is physically man-made. Did you know that everything that you see was once in the imagination of someone's head? And they imagined it. And when they imagined it, it superimposed and it became a real physical thing to you. The car you're driving in was in somebody's head. The paper money you have was in somebody's head. The credit card you have was in somebody's head. The phone I'm talking to you on was an imagination in someone's head. The building, the house, the bed you're sleeping on was the imagination in someone's head. Let that sit in. I'll see you next time.